There's nothing new in technology transforming the economy, from the steam engine to the smartphone. But few innovations promise change as fast or fundamental as artificial intelligence, the stuff of science fiction that's fast becoming a fact of working life.
I would definitely say that's something that we should do for you.
When you pick up the phone to a company, this is what you hope you'll get. A human to help.
Sure, I can set that up for you over the phone.
But send an email to Octopus Energy and the answer might now start with AI. It's answering 44% of customer emails just 7 weeks after it was introduced.
It's read every email we've ever sent to a customer. It's read every training manual we've ever used with our team. It's read every bit of regulation. It's read every bit of the arcane back end of energy. It kind of just knows it all, right?
The boss says it won't cost jobs here, is a threat to workers in the wider economy.
Around the world, governments are quite quickly beginning to think about what they have to do here. But we haven't got time to wait and see because, look, if a freight train's coming at you, you don't wait till you feel it hit before moving out the way. That'll be too late. The first thing we need to think about is this economic dislocation, risk to jobs.
Generative AI is changing the workplace fast. This London law firm has a bespoke AI tool being used by 3,500 lawyers in 43 countries just 3 months after it was launched.
We underestimate its capabilities all the time, and then someone will send an email going, I just got the most amazing answer, or I just found this use case. It still happens a lot. On an individual basis, it's a boring productivity gain, really. It's an hour or two a week, but when you multiply that by 3,500, that is a big deal for a business.
What, before this existed, would that have been a realistic target if you'd been asked to find, go off and find me 3,500 hours?
Yeah. It's impossible. It was impossible to find these productivity gains through a single deployment of a system a year ago. We couldn't have done this.
You can see when the prompt is right, the percentage of you rolling the dice and generating what you want is higher. And that is the prompt crafting process.
AI is transforming design too. Architects used to sketch their inspirations onto napkins and envelopes. Now, AI can produce thousands of design possibilities, drawing on millions of real-life pictures prompted by text or images.
I have to admit there's always a certain percentage of fear that always exists just because I feel it's so revolutionary right now. And I can see it replacing certain elements of certain jobs, meaning that the people who are not currently looking into AI will realize it's taking over and will be a bit caught off guard by it. It's just a matter of being able to find the right methodologies to understand the algorithm, how it thinks, and be able to direct it so that you don't allow the AI to control you or the output, but you actually curate the results.
Artificial intelligence could trigger an industrial revolution for white-collar work, with the prospect of huge productivity gains coming with warnings that millions of jobs might cease to exist. But the technology is moving so fast, we can't know where that balance between promise and pain will settle. AI is already setting the terms of the debate, while politicians, employers and workers try and keep up.
The government wants the UK to be a global leader in AI and will rely on existing regulators rather than new legislation, a position unions says puts workers' rights at risk.
We say that at the very moment at which regulation is most needed, when the technologies are developing so rapidly and the implications are so significant, instead of regulating, the government is putting forward flimsy and vague proposals that don't have any statutory footing.
For developers, there are huge opportunities to create the means by which we get AI to work for us, but that will come at a cost to some workers.
Of course, there is a segment that is going to be disrupted, and that might lead to genuine, slows in job growth and just a reduce in demand for a particular type of work. For that category, we need to take stuff like universal basic income seriously. As people start to lose jobs through this automation of intellectual work, we're going to need to support them and help them through that transition.
AI will create new jobs even as it consumes existing roles, but it's moving so fast, no one can say where that line will be drawn. Paul Kelso, Sky News.